Ended up going back to our campsite only to find out they had locked the gates. Hi, I'm Cara, the Grateful Girl. I'm a vegan content creator who loves all things food and travel. I recently bought a modest little van with my husband Harley that we've converted to travel in part-time in search of adventure, meaningful experiences, and of course, good food. Subscribe and come along for the ride. Hey Grateful Gang, thanks for coming along with us on another adventure. We're actually in Houston right now, but we are on our way to Galveston. But before we do, we decided we were going to stop over at Chef Kenny's, which is an all vegan restaurant that serves vegan sushi and Chinese food. We heard about Chef Kenny's a couple of years ago when we went to Las Vegas, but we didn't get a chance to try the food during that trip. So I'm really happy that they just added a location in Houston because we've heard nothing but amazing things. All right, y'all, so we just got some dumplings to start off with. They are so good, hot, fresh, like they just dumped these. And then we also saw they had some Thai tea on the menu. And we love getting Thai tea anywhere that's all vegan because typically they put condensed milk in it. So this is all made with non-dairy milk, and I'm excited to try it. Monica. Look at that color though. Oh my god, that's so fresh. Oh my god, so good. We got all the food.
Trying to step up my game over here. That's really good.
Okay, so this is the spicy Mongolian beef. I don't really like spicy. We're hoping it's not too spicy. So let's see. Oh, it's not super spicy at all. It's good too. The breading is really good, but yeah, just like a little bit more orange zest, or I won't say it's more of like authentic Chinese orange chicken than like the orange chicken you're used to at Panda Express. Sing my soul in tones of our skin, love is easy. All right, guys, we get to that time. We're getting really full. It was so good. I like don't want to stop eating because it's so good. All right, y'all, that food at Chef Kenny's was so good. If you find yourself in Houston, make sure you stop over there. I know they also have a location in Vegas, so they recently just opened this one up in Houston. So we are on our way now to Galveston. Harley is putting in the GPS feature. And we're going to go check into our campsite for the night and go explore what Galveston has to offer. So we just made it into Galveston and checked into our campsite for tonight, and we're staying at the Galveston Island State Park on the bay side. The beach side is currently closed for construction, but it will be open next year in 2022. So for now you can stay that wind but for now you can stay on the bay side, which is where we are staying. So, I wasn't able to find a mosquito net in time for this trip, so I just kind of got these drapes from Walmart, and we just kind of put them up with some Velcro, so, you know, just to keep out some of the bugs. I might be vegan, but I don't like insects at all. We're just putting this up for now, but the cool thing is we can detach it, or we can also roll it up as well, so this will be a little bit of our bug net for tonight. So now that we have checked into our campsite for the night, we're gonna head out and do a little bit of sightseeing around Galveston. Unfortunately, we're here on a Monday, so there's not too much that's actually open today. A lot of things are closed, or they closed relatively early, and it's about 4 o'clock right now. So a lot of places close either at 4 or 5 o'clock. So just something to be mindful of if you want to come here on a Monday. Use Monday as like your rest or chill day or your sightseeing day, because there's not a lot that's going to be open on Monday. But we're going to go do a little bit of sightseeing and go have some lunch on the water. One of the most iconic spots in Galveston is Moody Gardens, which are 3 pyramids that house different exhibits, but only one of them tends to be vegan friendly, as the other is a rainforest and the other is an aquarium. But not to worry, you can still go sightsee on the east side, looking at all the historic homes on the island, or you can also check out Pleasure Pier.
I think I saw you in a dream or something, don't know what you.
So we're here at Pleasure Pier, and Pleasure Pier is a bunch of like restaurants and kind of carnival rides. It is closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think it opens Thursday through Sunday. So if you're here on a Monday, oh, the sun.
Yeah, that sun is bright.
So if you come during the week, this won't be open, but if you do come through a Thursday or a Sunday, it will be.
We talking maybe, but maybe this is meant to be. Sent to me, hey, memories, well, you'll remember me back. I think I saw you in a dream or something, don't know what you mean to me, but I think I'm gonna take the lead this time.
We just put our names on the wait list for Jimmy's on the pier, and what's cool about Jimmy's on the pier is that number 1, they do have a vegan black bean burger, and number 2, they give you these wristwatches. They give you these wristbands, so if you are waiting, so we have about a 20-minute wait, you can actually come down on the pier and enjoy the pier, because apparently I guess you have to pay to come out here on the pier. So this is actually really nice to do while we're waiting on our table.
Laying right by my side, I don't wanna have to wait again. Won't you come tonight? I sing you a lullaby, I hope you hear me.
Alright, so we just got a little black bean patty, glass tomatoes, and some fries. The fries are actually pretty good.
Oh, the fries are good?
Yeah. They actually, at first I was like, I don't know, they look iffy, but they're actually really good.
So while there's not a lot of vegan options here, you can get the black bean burger patty, and it is vegan, and you just have to ask for no cheese, and they put all the condiments on the side. So dinner was really good. Granted, it was not a vegan restaurant, but they had a vegan option, so that was really nice. And now we're headed over to Ben & Jerry's to see if they have any non-dairy ice cream. And then the realities of van life set in, with Galveston being in the high 80s. In addition to the humidity and a ton of mosquitoes, we didn't get to sleep until 1 a.m. that night. All right, Grateful Gang, good morning. After a very interesting night of van life, as you can see, we're not in the van. We are inside of a hotel, and we will tell you about that in just a bit. Y'all, shout out to the Tremont Hotel for saving us on this trip. So before we go into our story about our first night in van life, we're going to stop and we're going to grab some breakfast smoothie bowls at a place called Lolo Kai here in Galveston.
Telling me get the hell on. Now I get the room jumping higher than the Ceylon. Bitches jiggle they melons. Catch me in your city, really my bus kinda swell on. Bando banging out your fucking net drums. You hear some? Put it on my chip run. My city gon' love it. Flocking for the feature that's gon' put you over budget. Hold up, shout out Jermaine, I just want.
So we're here at Lolo Kai. So we just stopped and grabbed some of their smoothie bowls that they have. They have an acai smoothie bowl, and you can get it without honey. So it comes with acai, and then you get blueberries, strawberries, bananas, coconut shavings, and granola. That's so good. All right, guys, so story time. So last night we were at our campsite, and the campsite was great. Public restrooms were available for people that were using the campsite, and it was actually really clean, and yeah, everything was great. So we decided we were going to get settled for the night, and then we realized that it was extremely humid and we weren't getting any type of breeze at all because of where we were situated at the campsite. It was nowhere near the ocean, so we didn't have an ocean breeze. We also couldn't crack the windows because where we were on the bay side at that campground, the mosquitoes were really, really bad. We opened the door a couple of times just to get some stuff out of the van, and as soon as we did, there were at least 4 to 5 mosquitoes at any given time that tried to enter the van. So we knew that we couldn't crack the windows, and we did have some mesh overlays that we could put on top of the doors on the passenger and the driver's side, but they really were not like very efficient. They didn't work, and it didn't matter because there really wasn't a breeze, so we weren't going to get any sort of crosswind. And we had the fan, our max air fan, blowing high, and we also had another external fan on high as well too, and it still felt incredibly stuffy in there. So we ended up going to Surfside Beach, and we were looking at iOverlander to see if there was any sort of free parking anywhere that was on a beach where we could get some breeze coming in. So we went to Surfside Beach, and when we got there, we saw that you needed a permit, and you can only buy permits to park on the beach at like places like Walmart and like just places around town. Yeah. You can't get them online, so we didn't have the opportunity. It was like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night, so there was nothing open for us to even purchase a permit. So we just basically had to keep searching iOverlander to figure out what... So we basically had to continue to keep looking at iOverlander to figure out where we could park at. So we did actually find a spot where we could park at, but the problem is with this town is that a lot of people camp, so a lot of businesses don't offer public restrooms. So you don't have a Cracker Barrel, or you don't have a Walmart, Target, things like that, where you can go and use the restroom. So, and everything closes really early here as well too. So we didn't even have an option of having a public restroom. So that was the other issue. And so we just decided, well, if we're gonna need a restroom, we might as well just tough it out back at our campsite. So we ended up going back to our campsite only to find out they had locked the gates.
Yeah, they locked the gates, and then there's a exit gate, a one-way exit gate. And I was like, hey, let's just try to go through that, but they actually locked that too, so we were pretty much stuck trying to figure out what we were going to do the rest of the night and trying to find parking, and it was really hard trying to find anything at that time of night especially.
It was so late. Yeah. It was at least, I think we got to the hotel at like midnight, a little after midnight, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, a little after midnight.
So we literally had been searching on iOverlander, just trying to find free parking, public restrooms, and it was just so humid. So basically our lesson here is if you're gonna do van life, you just have to make sure that you check the weather. I mean, we check the weather religiously as well too, but this is the first time that we've ever slept in the van when it's been this hot. And I think it was also the combination of that it's been kind of rainy here in Galveston as well, so they're literally a breeding ground for mosquitoes because of the humidity. So it was a combination of it being super humid and also just not even being able to crack the windows to just let in some airflow because the mosquitoes are so bad here. So we're still making the best of it. We've got a few more activities to do today that we're going to bring you all along with us. We're going to go check out to see if we can play some miniature golf, maybe hang out on the beach with some lunch before we head back to Austin. So Harley and I have decided we're going to play miniature golf.
There you go. She's lost twice already, so this is the third time. Let's see what we got.
I'm winning this time, y'all. We just got done playing. Now Harley's going to tally it up
to add everything
to see who actually won.
Actually, I already know who won, so. But I like to tally up just to see how bad I am.
53.
53 me. 73. Your girl Cara.
All right, no trip to the beach is complete without shaved ice. So what is really cool about the parking situation in Galveston is they have these pay to park signs everywhere, and you can just go on paybyphone.com and you can make yourself your own account, and then you basically just put in how much time you need, and you just essentially pay through your phone with your card on your account. And it also helps because a lot of times it's the same area or location ID. So we've been able to move around downtown and still have our parking paid for because we already paid for this location. So now we're off to go have lunch, or to grab lunch really, from another place called Eat Satara. I love having a mask on with my sunglasses because I look like Cousin It from the Addams Family. The vegan options in Galveston are pretty limited, but I will say that Eat Satara had one of the best menus for vegans and vegetarians.
Do I like it? I love it. It was so good. Got so much flavor. The sun-dried tomatoes and the mushrooms in it are bomb.
I wish I would have got that one.
Oh yeah, you messed up, but you're still good. You know, don't hate your guess.
And we also got these French toast sticks as well too, and they have vegan cream cheese that you dip with your syrup. So Harley got the panini. I got the roasted chicken sandwich, but vegan style with the marinated tofu. So let's see. That's really good though. So we just ate at Eat Satara. It was so good. That was a great vegan option.
It was bomb. It was so good.
Yeah, that was a really nice vegan option when you're in Galveston. They pretty much were able to make almost anything on the menu vegan. So that was really nice. They had vegan cheese, vegan crema, vegan cream cheese, tofu. So it's a really nice option. So I think we're gonna just chill on the beach for just a little bit before we head back.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, we finally made it to the beach and relaxing in the van.
Relax, good time.
Finally.
Yeah, right.
We just had to pay $12 to do it.
Yeah.
All right, Grateful Gang, this is where we leave you. We hope you enjoyed this episode of what to do, see, and eat in Galveston as a vegan. We'll see you on the next one. Bye. Although this trip didn't go exactly as we planned, it's a reminder that van life isn't always easy or picturesque like we see on social media. Sometimes it's difficult and brings with it its own set of challenges, but just like life, it's all about making the best of it. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, Grateful Gang. Bye.